I swear, I will find a job before the end of the week. I got another one of your notes. And I don't want to get into my apartment without my
Hi.
Hey, Matt, Jeff in Vegas. Good afternoon.
Hey. Good afternoon to you too. I like your wallpaper with Dana hiding
Oh,
behind you.
yeah, thank you. I'm glad we finally could connect, man, and talk about your film, man, Apartment 413.
Yeah, me too.
Or is it Apartment 413? How do you?
I always say 413, but
Yeah,
honestly, any way
okay.
that gets people to watch it, I don't care.
Oh, that's cool, man. Well, I enjoyed the thriller, man. It was really cool.
Thank you.
I admire you as a filmmaker for using very little to achieve so much. I always admire filmmakers that can just take an apartment, you know what I mean, and just use tricks of the camera and the script without having, incredible special effects or anything, but they just really use what they have. So that's what I really admired about the film. Like, how's he going to make Apartment 413? How's he going to make it thrilling just being in this apartment all the time? So congratulations, you did a good job on that.
Yeah, thanks. It was definitely a huge challenge.
Oh,
Definitely restricted.
Well, you got the main character, Marco. He's looking for a job. How's his job search going?
Not great. No, it's and that was one of the reasons I connected to it too. Like, I think everybody has gone through a period where they're looking for work or waiting for something to click into place, and you start wondering if maybe you're the problem. So you have to kind of face yourself and see if you need to reevaluate what your definition of success is.
And it's so relevant because you hear people like on the news, there's so many jobs available, but then you hear people saying I put in 50 applications and no one's calling me back, so it's kind of like, what's the truth?
Yeah.
So,
well, and as a filmmaker, that is my daily life where you make something, you're like, anybody gonna watch this? Anybody? And you put in so much effort and time, and I'm just glad I'm not an actor. I have plenty of friends that are professional actors and their lives are literally just a life of rejection.
oh yeah. Well, it's funny because I did a lot of junkets at the Four Seasons, in LA. And the joke was everyone there was an actor. And it's not a joke. Everybody working there, every waiter, every busboy, they're all, like, hey, come see my play. Hey, come.
Yeah.
They're all working actors, so they're out
Yeah.
there and they're doing what they can, to make their dream come true. And that's what I liked about, Marco, his character, coffee and toast and video games. That's his daily routine, right?
Yep.
But Dana, she's got a baby coming and she tries her best with Marco. That's it. She has such patience with him. And it just seems like things start to unravel kind of quickly.
Yeah, I worked a lot with Bria, the actress, and then Ron, obviously the screenwriter, on trying to make sure that she was so, for her limited amount of screen time, as fleshed out as possible. And really, she is the thing that Marco needs. And he's just so self-absorbed in some ways that he just can't even see that she is what he needs until it's too late.
Yeah, because you keep us guessing. We don't know, is things really happening? Is this insanity or is there something supernatural going on? Because only you can make post-it notes threatening, make it scary.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was frustrating. I'd say you really got me because I'm like, because like he, cleans up the apartment all day and then she comes home and it's all dirty. It's like, so I love the mind games you play with us.
Yeah, honestly, that was one of the biggest things is we have limited space. It was like, 500 square feet. And there's trying to switch, is it supernatural? Is it psychological? Is it some sort of external thing? I don't know. Is it on a haunted burial ground? Who knows? Like our goal was to try to maybe every so often we can switch what you think it is to keep you on your toes. Because really, in my mind, this is more of a mystery. You're trying to solve what's going on with Marco. Is he going to be okay? Hopefully along the way, you like him enough to care enough if he's okay. And is Dana going to be okay? Is she going to be safe? And ultimately, just trying to figure out what's going on so maybe we can have some sort of resolution.
And I love how you take really long shots. And there's some like the POV of the closet, it's like, so I noticed that you did a lot of these long takes. And I was wondering, is that just something for time or something like an artistic decision or because it worked in the film?
Yeah, thanks. So for me, it's a couple things. One, I like working with actors. I started in theater. My undergrad degree is in theater directing. I really like letting actors have some space and not, if you can take the time to workshop with them on set to where we really get it nailed and they're doing a great job. I don't want to just cut it up to help their acting along. And so part of it was that I wanted to let the actors have a little room. to carry things. And then also I wanted to create a sense of space where there's two different kinds of long shots that we do. The ones like you just mentioned in the closet, where we take a while and we're slowly pulling back and revealing, just like letting them go, but there's a little bit of movement with the camera in one spot. And that gives us like a little moment to just get to know them. It's a quiet space, let them act. But then there's other ones where we have Marco walking from room to room, putting on his shoes, grabbing a knife because he's gonna go attack the landlord, I guess, because he thinks the landlord's messing with him. And all of that's in one take as well. And part of it's to keep the energy going and to feel like you're stuck in there with them. And it helps, I think, balance out the cuttiness, because we are stuck in a small space. So it allowed us a lot more creative freedom to try some things. And if it didn't work, we could always just, edit it.
Yeah, there was definitely a claustrophobic feeling in that apartment.
Yeah.
Tell me about the slap. I mean, that was like, I was like, wow, so that look was like, it was pretty realistic.
Yeah, we actually had a couple takes that were way stronger.
Oh no.
We're like, you have all your teeth still? Yeah, I really, and the great thing about Bria Grant, who plays Dana, she's such a great actress. She was really getting pissed. At this point in the scene you're mentioning, Marco is accusing her of infidelity and that the baby may not even be his, because this random cell phone is telling him so. And also, outside of that, I think he has his own fears and insecurities. But that's a horrible thing to say. Like,
yeah, that was shocking.
My wife, like every woman who is involved in the film or saw it, they're all like, that is the worst thing you could say to a pregnant woman. And I wanted her to just shut him down and slap him. And it wasn't written in the script that way, but it was like, I talked to Bria and she's like, I really want to slap the shit out of him right now. And I was like, you know what? Go for it. Like, let's do it. And Nick, yeah. And well, yeah, absolutely. Nick was like, yeah, let's do it. He's game for anything. So we just went through it a couple times without doing it. And they're like, okay, we're just going to do this scene, which is also another scene we did in one shot as much as we could. And yeah, she let him have it like 3 or 4 times. And I can tell you, each time it got a little harder.
As they slap word around the world, man. I was like,
yeah.
But I was rooting for her. I was rooting for her. I'm like, yeah, you deserve that, pal.
He did.
Yeah.
She needed to take her power back. He was being awful.
Absolutely. And I love how the story is set in Austin, keeping it weird, right?
Yep, that's true. Yeah, the script was originally written for LA. Ron is based out there in LA. And when I watched the script, I was, we're going to shoot in Austin. We don't have permits here. You can shoot anywhere you want.
No kidding.
So it makes shooting so much easier. There's so
much
less red tape, less money. All you have to do is get the property owner permission and you're good.
That's awesome.
In fact, you can shoot on the state capitol if you want. You fill out a form. That's it.
Right down the street from the Alamo Draft House, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we knew we were going to do it in Austin, but tried to keep it also ambiguous as to exactly where we were.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get a sense of, because he's so claustrophobic, we tried to remove anything from his apartment that was very clearly dated. We even have him using slightly out of date or off-brand phones, so you can't really tell when this is being done.
Yeah, I can't imagine a flip phone. I haven't seen one like that in a long time. I'm just like, yeah, what kind of demon uses outdated technology, right?
I know. Well, the Nokia that he's on is, I wanted to use that because that was like my first cell phone when I was in college. And amazingly enough, we had a PA on the crew and he's like, oh, my dad collects old phones. And so he just happened to have access to one.
My sister still has a brick phone, believe it or not.
No way. The Zach Morris phone?
Yes, they're so cool. Exactly. Matt, what a great job. What a great thriller. I assume that people might try to make a pilgrimage to find that apartment, and get a picture in front of it. So
yeah, it won't be hard.
It won't be hard. So congratulations on a great thriller. And I can't wait to see what you do next, man, because I really admire your film. And come visit us in Las Vegas, man. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, man. All right. Good luck with the film. And thanks for talking to me today.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.